my big break came a number of years ago when I was in a black comedy in New York that took place in a mental hospital. It was heavy, and I'm a patient there, and I finally kill myself at the end of the play by swallowing a whole bottle of Tic Tacs. Now, I didn't know what the hell it was all about, but I don't think the audience did either, because on opening night, the bustling crowd soon became completely silent. But my best friend, Jane, thought it was brilliant. She thought it was the most profound production she had ever seen. Well, I made some contacts in that theater, and then they asked me to do an entr'acte, and I did my Edith Piaf routine. Des yeux qui font passer les miennes, un rire qui se perd sur sa bouche, voilà le portrait sans retouche de l'homme auquel j'appartiens. Quand il me prend dans ses bras, il me parle tout bas, je vois la vie rose. Il me dit des mots d'amour, des mots de tous les jours, et ça me fait quelque chose. Quand il entre dans mon cœur, un appel de bonheur dont je connais la cause. C'est lui pour moi pour lui dans la vie. Il me l'a dit la journée pour la veille. Dès que je l'aperçois, alors je sens en moi mon corps qui bat. But then the show faded, and I had to find another gig, but I didn't mind because I love show business. Now, once I attended classes conducted by the well-known casting director, Mary Gregory. Kathie, you stand much too close to the ground to be a leading lady. I had to deal with that when I was young. We are not leading ladies. Oh, but there's one part that I know I can play. I was born to play Blanche Dubois. You don't have the delicacy of Blanche. She was moth-like and very frail. I don't see that in you. Besides, Blanche is a blonde, not a redhead. Well, if I can't convince my casting director, who can I convince? Okay, I'm no moth, but aren't I a little bit delicate and frail? Well, I decided to show up at Mary's next class wearing a blonde wig. Hi, Kath. So now you think you're Dolly Parton? I thought that you would finally see that I'm Blanche. No way, Jose. Your forte is comedy, and that wig can't hide your long, frizzy hair. It's out of control. Maybe Madame L can guide you. Oh, does she cut hair? No, she's a spiritualist. She's helped many of my students. Just pay the $20 and take some direction from the other side. Well, I boarded the subway for the Bronx and sought some counsel from Madame L. After all, what did I have to lose?
Come in, my dear. Do you know why you're here and what we do here?
Yes. Mary Gregory referred me and said that you were going to speak to some people from the spirit world on my behalf so they could guide me.
Yes, my dear. We're going to hold a spiritual party in your honor. So just close your eyes and concentrate.
Well, I wondered which dynamic ghost would enlighten me on the road to becoming a great actress.
This has never happened before. I've been inviting spirits all day to come to your party, but not one spirit has come forward.
Boy, that figures. I schlepped to this miserable little flat to learn that not even the spirits will endorse me, but Madame L kept trying to recruit them on my behalf.
Please, won't one of you spirits come forward and tell Kathie what her next step will be in her theatrical career? Oh, my. It's none other than Mr. David Belasco, the famous producer from the 1920s. How nice of you to come to Kathie's party. Go ahead, my dear. Ask Mr. Belasco anything at all you want to know.
Mr. Belasco, do you think that I could get somewhere in show business?
I'm sorry, my dear. Mr. Belasco says that it's utterly hopeless for you to get anywhere at all in show business, and that you should maybe go back to school and think about becoming a teacher.
Well, I returned to the streets of the Upper West Side, determined to prove Mr. Belasco wrong.
Thank you. Next.
What do you mean, thank you, next? I only sang 4 bars.
Don't mean to break your heart, kid, but don't call us. We'll call you.
Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile.